Hey, I'm not sure if you know this, but when I'm not in the kitchen cooking and eating and filming the Silly Kitchen, I'm actually a professional photographer. So I wanted to make a quick video to give you a couple tips, 3 to be exact, really basic to help you maybe make your food photos stand out and look gorgeous. Whether you're using a DSLR or your smartphone, these tips will help you regardless of what tools that you're using. So if you're a blogger, if you're doing videos, if you're a cook or a chef, or someone like me who just loves to cook and decided to do a crazy YouTube show, this will hopefully help you maybe take your pictures to another level. So let's get started. Tip number 1, lighting. There's, I think, a million things I can say about lighting, but when it comes to food photography, turn off your flash. Yes, turn off your flash. The best results that you're gonna get for food photography and bringing out the colors and the beauty in food is natural light. Now, we don't always have access to natural light, I get that, but things that you can do is move to a window, find some natural diffused light. If you're outside and it's super, super bright and sunny, find some shade for some diffused light to bring out the natural kind of softness in that light. So lighting is gonna be the very most important thing, and I could talk your ear off about it, but I will do an example and take a picture of this salad that I've created for lunch today. Tip number 2, let's talk about putting your plate together. So plating is gonna be really important. I think finding some cool plates is a really good idea. You can go to thrift stores, antiquing. I mean, some of the things you can find just randomly in clearance aisles. You don't need to invest a ton of money in plates, but I think it keeps things interesting and kind of brings some color and punch into your plates. Also, the food that you're putting on the plate. I've made a salad, for example, today. So what I did is I layered all the ingredients and made sure that everything on the top is visible. So I see the beans, I see the cheese, I see cucumbers, I see everything, and it's spread very nicely and evenly around the plate. Because it's a salad, I'm gonna wanna shoot this from above. So I wanna make sure that every little piece in this circle has all the ingredients that I want. I also wanna eat it, so I'd like to have a bite of everything in each forkful. So plating is gonna be kind of important too if you wanna kind of take things up to another level and not just always have the same plate and the same look on your food photos. All right, here comes tip number 3. I know we're going quick. I told you, this is the basics, so follow along with me. Composition. Okay, so when taking your food photo, you wanna decide, what do you want to highlight? Do you want to kind of step back and get some depth of field and focus in on certain ingredients? Do you want to shoot it from above? Do you want to only show half the plate and do like a cool offside shot? Also, what are you going to use as your base underneath? Are you just going to use the countertop? Are you going to, like, I love cutting boards. I think cutting boards look amazing underneath. You can get different slabs of wood. You can use charcuterie boards. You can use cool trays. So think about kind of what's underneath your plate. And also, do you want to add a fork, a spoon, a knife? Do you want to put a little serviette beside it to enhance the photo? So composition and kind of figuring out how you want to try to take the shot is something you can think about as well. And you don't have to overthink it. You can kind of set it up and then change it as you go too. Be creative. I mean, if everyone's waiting for you to eat dinner with them, go over there and eat dinner with them and take your pictures on your own time. I think that's more important. But when we're talking about food photography, those are the 3 things that I want you to think about. Lighting, plating, composition. So let's actually take some pictures and I can show you what I'm talking about. So the first thing I said was find some window light. I actually have a window kind of coming into my kitchen, so I'm really lucky. I just open up the curtain and all day I pretty much get kind of diffused light because I'm covered here. So I don't want direct sunlight coming in on here. I want that soft kind of shaded light. So I brought the board over with me, my plate. I'm kind of figuring out which way I think it looks good. I might need to kind of crush that chip in there a little bit. So now I have natural light, and I'm actually gonna move this a little closer to me because I don't want this to cast a shadow. The other thing that I'll show you is I'm gonna take a couple pictures with my cell phone and I'm gonna pop them into the video so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So now that we're by window light, I'm kind of gonna test out, okay, well, how do I want to take this picture? I kind of know that I want to take it from overhead. So I'm gonna try that out. Now, I have lights on in the kitchen and I'm noticing right away that kind of yellowy hue is coming through. So turn that off because I don't want that artificial light. I want to use everything that's coming out of the window. So let me try that again. And I'm still not happy with it. And I'll take a couple of these just so I can kind of show you why. When you have light coming in from one side and then shade coming in from the other side, you'll see this part of the plate is brighter than this one. Now, there's lots of really cool things you can buy at photography stores, reflectors, you can set up lots of really cool gear. But if you go to your favorite department store and buy a piece of Bristol board, that will work too. So you can simply lean it against and you'll see the difference. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I can see like right away my vegetables from this side are now being lit almost the same color. Ooh, and you have to use your leg a little bit to kind of prop it up, or your arm or whatever it is. If I had a lower little stand, I mean, use a chair, use a stool, use whatever you need to kind of put this near a window. But now I'm gonna show you the difference between the first shot I took and the second shot I took. And now I'm playing a little bit with composition too, because I am kind of taking some photos off center as well, some more close-ups. And I'm actually not liking that with this type of photo that I'm taking, I can kind of see what's happening here. So instead, I want to go the other way so that now I can take a wider kind of shot, a portrait shot this way, and I'm not going to see the bars coming here. I mean, we could edit that afterwards, but I actually stick to the rule of thumb. Take the best photo that you can without doing any editing, and you'll just have way less work. You could also probably lean this whiteboard on something. So now I'm really liking the results here. I've kind of moved it off center. I'm loving the light. All these colors are coming in. And a simple, I think I paid $1.25 for this, reflects the light back into my beautiful salad bowl. So I'm gonna show you here on the screen. I'm gonna take a picture without the whiteboard again so you can kind of see how the shadow on one side kind of comes out and you need to reflect it. So I'm gonna add in now my $1.25 whiteboard, and I'm gonna take another photo, and here I'll even show you guys side by side. See the difference as the light just really reflects back onto that plate. So simple, so easy to just kind of do that one little tool. So that was the first step that I told you about, was lighting. And you can kind of see how important it is and how big of a difference something like reflecting natural light will do. So the other thing is the composition. I turned the board, I kind of took some shots off center, which made it different. And then finally, you know, thinking about what else you might want to plate with it. So I'm going to take one final shot of this and show you guys exactly what I came up with a simple bowl next to my light for lunch. Using my professional DSLR, I'm also going to take a couple pictures just to show you the difference as well. I'm really loving the way the colors of the salad have come out. A little bit of that board underneath that looks really nice and rustic, and then just putting it all together. So guys, that's it. 3 steps that hopefully will give you just a little bit of extra tips on how to make your pictures that much better. Lighting, plating, composition. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you again soon. I'm gonna go eat this salad because I'm hungry. Find yourself, if you do, use it. Oh my God. If you're loving the show and you are liking these videos from the Silly Kitchen, please hit subscribe, hit the little notification bell. I would love to have you guys come along this journey. Thanks so much.